welcome back to the Beach Bum Bookworm. I am Tiffany. So glad y'all found me again today. My channel's all about cozy mysteries and romance books, and today I'm here to talk about my part 2 cozy mystery wrap-up for February. I have 3 books for you, which doesn't seem like a lot, but I have my romance books too that come in another wrap-up. So I still had a great month of reading, and these 3 books are quality. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to tell you about them. And one of them is a thriller. Let's talk about it. I can't believe it. Let's talk about it. In 3, 2, 1, go. As always, please remember to hit the like, notification bell, subscription. Notification bell is going to tell you when I put out new videos each and every single week so you don't miss anything. And the like button really helps us in the algorithm. Appreciate that a lot. And the subscription keeps our channel growing. I can't thank you enough. You guys have given me so much joy and just the ability to have people to interact and talk about cozies with. I can't even put into words how appreciative I am of that. And remember, support is absolutely free. It costs nothing to hit those buttons. None of them, all 3, but it means a lot to us. Okay, let's move on. The first one I read, this series, you know, is fast becoming one of my favorites. It's on my SAS list. It's the Sophie Kimball series. I read book 10. I'm so close to being caught up. A new book just came out. So instead of 2, I have 3, but I am so close. Grilled for Murder right here. I really enjoyed this one. I gave it 4 cups of coffee. Okay, so in this one, the Food Network is coming because there's going to be a barbecue contest, and Herb and his Pinochle crew are finalists for this barbecue contest. And in the meantime, in Sun City West, the board is trying to pass this sanction for this garbage transfer to be near Sun City West. And everybody's in the community is like, no, our homes will smell. It'll bring down the value, all this and that. Well, one of the guys that's on the board that's really gung-ho for this garbage transfer station is murdered. And so that's where it takes off. You have the usual shenanigans, streetmen, Harriet and her friends who are a hoot. I absolutely love this. I gave it 4 cups of coffee only because I actually really enjoyed the Food Network contest part, the barbecue, because I felt like this plot was very close to another book in this series. And so it felt like reused. Still really enjoyed it, 4 cups, and had so much fun with the gang. Next up, I read A Smoking Bun. This is number 18 in the Bake Shop series by Ellie Alexander. Absolutely love this series. I gave this one 4.5 stars, 4.5 cups of coffee. I loved it. It's winter in Ashland. Couldn't ask for anything better, and it's like snowy winter, and Ramiro, which is Jules' stepson, his family came from Spain to spend time with him and to meet Jules, and I loved their interaction and getting to meet Ramiro's family and all of that. I really enjoyed that. While they're there, there's going to be this contest, this contest is amazing to me. It's called the Downhill Dummy. And people in the town make dummies and whatever creative outlet you want and put it on basically like skis or snowboard. And then they put them down the hill and let them go. And they're supposed to do flips and different stuff like that. I think that is hilarious. I love that idea. It's a real thing. I did not know that Ellie Alexander was talking about. She showed pictures of it, and now I am dying to see this. I think that is amazingly creative, and I 100% approve of these shenanigans. So while all this is going on, one night, Ellie and Ramiro and some of the other, I can't remember who all went, Carlos maybe, they go on this night, what is that called? Snowshoe walking tour. And one of the guides is talking about this person on the mountain, he comes up, this other guy comes up, and he's not a guide, but he's doing things that he shouldn't be doing because he doesn't have the certification and the been through the safety courses and all those things. He's not up to being a guide. He has no qualifications, but he just takes it on the people on the side. But that could really be bad for the search and rescue and all these things. Is just not safe. And so everybody on the mountain that works there really dislikes this guy. Well, you can see where I'm going, right? That guy ends up dead, and we're going to figure out what's going on. I loved it. 4.5 cups of coffee. A winter themed cozy just made my heart sing. Absolutely loved it. All right, here we are. My third and final book, a thriller. I 100% was not planning on reading this, but my coworker who reads a lot, we talk a lot of books, she's like, you just need to try Frida McFadden. And I'm like, I don't do scary. She's like, it's not scary, it's a thriller. I'm like, yes, but even those kind of anticipation type of things freak me out, scare me. I'm like Scooby-Doo level. So she's like, I still think that you can handle it. Oh my goodness. Now, were there parts where I was scared? Yes. Scared to where I needed to stop reading? No. Partly because she would assure me every time that nothing was going to jump out at me. But regardless, The Housemaid, Frida McFadden. I gave it 4 cups of coffee. I got so paranoid reading a thriller, and I don't mean in like real life, but in the book, like I suspected everybody. It made me so like suspicious. I was like, oh my gosh, that bus driver just looked at her wrong. He's involved. There wasn't a bus driver. I'm just making something up random, but like that's how it was. I was like, everything, no matter what somebody did, I was trying to read something else into it. And I was like, okay, I am really suspicious person. So The Housemaid, our main character, Millie, she has been in prison. She has a prison record. And so it's hard for her to get a job because, of course, when they do the background check, they're going to see that. And so she goes on this interview for this job at this fancy house to be a maid and sometimes a nanny, but a maid. And so she goes very in like prim and proper. She's a very attractive woman, and she doesn't want any problems with, somebody in the household being attracted to her, anything like that. And she's like saying to the reader, she says, well, when they find out about my prison record, I'm never going to get the job, this and that. She meets this woman. The woman is lovely. Her name is Nina. She's lovely. And so she leaves. And again, she's like looking for other jobs because she knows she's not going to get this one because she knows for sure that this family's going to do a background check and they're not going to hire her. So a few days later, she gets a phone call and it's this woman offering her a job. And she's really surprised, but she's like, hey, I'm living in my car. Now I get to live in this house. Yes, please. So she starts, and this woman who was so sweet and kind at the interview is just a nightmare for her and just mean in any capacity that you think of. She was just so mean to Millie. And Millie just felt like she kind of had to take it because she worked for her. She didn't want to lose her job. She didn't want to lose the housing that she had. But a lot of weird stuff's going on in this house. That's all I can really tell you because, of course, there's twists and turns. And a lot of people have already read this, and you may know the twists and turns, but I don't want to give it away to anybody who hasn't because I didn't know, and I really, really enjoyed it. And spoiler alert, I've already read the second one. I'll tell you about that in March mid-month wrap-up. Oh my gosh, that is it for me for February Cozies. I know that the thriller obviously isn't a cozy, but I just wanted to include it here because this is where I decided to include it. I don't know what else to say. Let me know what your favorite of the month was, what you're anticipating for March reads. Give me a big thumbs up to this video. And until next time, may all your future reads be 5 stars.